Good morning for everyone. I'm Stephanie Almeida Pereira. I'm a Brazilian and I'm from Unesp, State University from São Paulo, from the Center of Aquaculture of Unesp. And I told a little bit about who I am. I am a marine biologist by Unesp also, and I have some experience in marine aquaculture. I worked with seahorses and also with seaweeds, working with traditional community farms and in shrimp farms too, IMT systems. So I had a little bit of experience in the aquaculture, marine aquaculture. And all my work was focusing always in the sustainability evaluation and also bioeconomic aspects of the cultures and ecosystem services. So that was my focus. And now I'm on the student exchange program from AquaVitae in CIMAR with the Professor Isabel and with Gonçalo. I will pass 6 months here in Porto, Portugal, to learn more about the seaweeds in laboratory. I have a lot of experience with sustainability area, but I want to learn more about the seaweeds. So I hope with this exchange, I can improve my acknowledgement with the low trophic aquaculture and also strengthen the partnership between Unesp and CIMAR. And I hope with this exchange, we have a lot of future works to do. I think it's this. I came just 1 week, so I don't have results. But I hope in the end of the exchange, I have a lot of good things to bring to aquaculture. So I think it's this. Thank you.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Stef Claessens and I am part of the student exchange of AquaVitae. And my host institutes are CCMAR from the University of Algarve and the Federal University of Santa Catarina in Florianópolis, Brazil. What is my connection with aquaculture? Already 6 years ago I finished my bachelor in biology specialization in animal science at the Hess University of 's-Hertogenbosch, and here was the first time I got in touch with aquaculture by doing a 5-month internship at Viskweekcentrum Valkenswaard. And Viskweekcentrum Valkenswaard is a fish farm. They were farming ornamental fish like goldfish, koi carp and carp. And after I finished my bachelor, I went for 3 months to Brazil to work on the fish farm that's called Haie Fish Fazenda. Haie Fish Fazenda is a small fish farm close to Pantanal at the state Mato Grosso do Sul. And here they were farming pacu and pintado and some bait fish. And after these 3 months, I came back to the Netherlands and started working for Altec Coppens at Altec Coppens Aqua Center. And Altec Coppens Aqua Center is an aquaculture research center where they do freshwater nutrition trials to improve their feed. And here I worked almost 3 years and worked with species like trout, salmon, tilapia, eel, catfish, carp and pike. And after these 3 years, I want to improve my education and start a master in aquaculture at the University of Algarve. And the second year I had to do my thesis, and there's this project and the practical part. The experiment itself I did at the Federal University of Santa Catarina in the Marine Shrimp Lab. And this project was about to see if mussel meal can be used as a potential ingredient in Pacific white-leg shrimp diets, the Lithopenasis vanamae. This is an exchange project as part of cross-cutting cases 12 and 13, where they're transposing protocols from Europe to Brazil, and the results from this experiment are part of case studies 13. And the main goal of this project is to identify if mussel meal species pair on the panel that you see on the right can be used as an additive in Pacific white-leg shrimp diets to improve growth and robustness of the shrimp. We tested 5 different diets. The control was without mussel meal, and then we put 1, 2, 3 or 4% of mussel meal in the diets, and by formulating these diets we keep the protein, lipids and energy levels the same. We measured growth and survival for 8 weeks, and after the 8 weeks we did a potential lateral cold shock treatment to quantify the robustness, the health robustness of the shrimp. The muscle meal preparation was done at Lab Nutri in Florianopolis by using the protocols that were developed in case studies 12 by our partner Siski in Spain. And the results, we had really good growth and survival results. The survival was over 94% after 8 weeks in all treatments, and the shrimps that were fed at the 2% of muscle meal diets, they were 10% more heavier than the control. So by only putting 2% of the muscle meal ingredient in a diet, the growth was 10% more after 8 weeks. And the shrimps that were fed at the 1 and the 2% muscle meal diets, they had over 2 grams weight gain per week. So in average they grow 2 grams per week per shrimp, and this is extraordinary. They never had this kind of growth before at the lab. So we were really happy with the growth and the survival results. And this was my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Hi everyone, my name is Anne and I am going from Rhodes University to Frans Heliotis. Okay, so just some background. I am from South Africa and I frequently visit Taiwan because that's where my family is from. I've been at the Department of Ichthyology and Fisheries Science for more than 10 years. I finished my PhD in 2020. I was supervised by Professor Cliff Jones, and my focus was on abalone nutritional physiology. For this, I worked with Whale Rock Abalone Farm and Marifeed. And I subsequently started my postdoc with Cliff, which is how I got involved in AquaVitae. So my exchange, I am involved in case study 4, and as Cliff mentioned, one of our tasks was to develop a method to grow Gracilaria on existing mussel rafts. This Gracilaria was then fed into another task and included in a feed, and one of the students I'm supervising, Njabulo, did a growth trial, and one of the data sets that he collected was abalone behavior. And so the main objective of my exchange is to collaborate with Dr. Sabine Rousseau. Her expertise in behavioral work, I think, will be invaluable in preparing the manuscript coming out of this task. And I'm really excited to be spending time with Sylvain at Frans Heliotis. And here I will be involved with following up on one of the trials that he's doing in our case study. And one of my responsibilities is compiling the data for work package 1, 2, and 3. So this exchange will just give me a better perspective of my role in AquaVitae.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nico Mabasa, and I will be telling you a bit about my exchange program to the Arctic University of Norway from Rhodes University. So I am currently a postdoctoral fellow at Rhodes University in South Africa, and I am working with Professor Cliff Jones, who was also my PhD supervisor. And as part of the AquaVitae program and part of my postdoc, I am working on the development of the MOOC and focusing on the IMTA module. So how did I end up here, as in how did I end up studying aquaculture? So it starts from my childhood. I was born in the rural villages of South Africa, and when I was younger, my uncle used to go fishing a lot. And then over time, he just stopped bringing home the fish. And I didn't understand why, but then as I learned, as I went to school, I started to learn about sustainable fishing, and I also learned about ways in which you can produce fish in a sustainable manner. So I ended up here just because I wanted to learn how to do that. So my postdoctoral exchange program, like I mentioned, I will be going to the Arctic University of Norway, and I'll be working with Adriana. And some of the things that I'll be working on is, so the MOOC that is being developed, the IMTA module, we've had to produce videos and reading material and assessments and all sorts of stuff. So what we'll be doing is I'm going to be introduced to the Open EDX platform, which is the platform that the MOOC will be made available on. So I'm going to be helping transcribe all the videos as well as uploading them onto the platform, the course material, reading material, the assessment, and everything that goes with it. So that is what I will be doing. So on the side there is me and a little IMTA system that I have in my backyard. So it's a rice paddy that, so that's me there at the back with a rice paddy that treats water, which we then use to grow fish. So it's just trying to live and apply the principles that we learn and teach others. So I don't have any results yet because it's only after this meeting that I'll be traveling to Tromsø to start my exchange program. Thank you.